Here we go. 5 quick facts. Let's get into them.
Number 1, Dak is completely delusional. Dak wants what? $45 million? Out of his goddamn mind. It just continues getting worse with Dak. Last summer, the quarterback turned down $30 million, an action many people scoffed at. Then, it came out that he asked for $40. Well, the season continued without a contract. Dak played yet another year where we did see some progression, but also saw the inconsistencies that a top quarterback in this league won't give you. Most of all, he led a stacked offense to yet another year of 8-8. That's worth $40 million? As discussions have been going on between Dak and the Cowboys this offseason, apparently the team offered him 5 years at $175 million. That's exactly $35 a year. Let's put that into perspective. That's Russell Wilson money, the most in the NFL. But it's safe to say that Russ earned it. And what did Dak say to the offer? That sounds okay, but I want $45 million in the last year, just in case the market skyrockets a few years from now. All right. Enough about the money, because it's clear that the middle of the pack quarterback is misguided. The thing that Dak doesn't understand is that, dude, do you like the team you have around you? Do you want a defense that isn't going to force you to score on every possession? The salary cap is the salary cap. Even with the great offense, you went 8-8, albeit with the largely average defense. How are you going to do when that supporting cast gets worse because you're taking a larger piece of the pie? There's no proof you can carry a team. That means your wallet shouldn't be carrying $45 million either. Number 2, the Saints better not be serious about life after Drew Brees. Taysom Hill is expected to be the guy in New Orleans after Drew Brees retires, according to Jay Glazer. He said, I think Sean was hoping to unleash him on the league without anyone seeing him before, but now we've seen it with Lamar Jackson. He's a bigger Lamar Jackson. No, it's not a smokescreen. He likes him that much. He'll be the guy. He's with the perfect coach for that. I'll stop him right there. Lamar Jackson? That's your comparison? Taysom Hill is versatile, a Swiss Army knife if you will. Played quarterback at BYU, and now the Saints use him in a variety of offensive sets that allow him to succeed both as a runner and a receiver. But let's get this straight. He's no NFL quarterback. You clearly see it when he drops back to pass, front and center. The arm strength just isn't there, let alone all the other intangibles needed to be an NFL quarterback. He was an undrafted quarterback at a BYU, and you think he's going to be the guy? Forget following up Drew Brees. That's like expecting Julian Edelman, who was also a quarterback in college, to follow up Tom Brady at the quarterback position. It ain't happening. I trust Sean Payton's eye for talent, but either Glazer misreported this story or Taysom Hill's been training in outer space. Number 3, LeBron would not have been a better teammate to MJ than Pippen. LeBron thinks he and Michael Jordan would have been perfect teammates. For LeBron's own case, I say, I hope not. LeBron is one of the greatest talents we've ever seen, capable of doing nearly anything he wants on a basketball court, including scoring at will with his dominant frame. With that being said, playing alongside MJ, you're going to greatly hinder that exact part of your game. LeBron doesn't seem to care though. He said, me personally, the way I play the game, team first, I feel like my best assets work perfectly with Mike. Mike is an assassin. When it comes to playing the game of basketball, scoring the way he scored the ball, and my ability to pass and my ability to read the game plays in advance. Here's the thing. I don't believe that LeBron would be willing to sacrifice a part of his game that he could be so good at. And what does that ultimately do? It takes the ball away from the greatest scoring assassin we've ever seen. Not to mention detriment his own game and all-time standing. And even if he is less aggressive scoring-wise, the Bulls excelled within the triangle offense, predicated off a heavy dose of ball movement. LeBron might be a great passer, but his tendency to hold on to the ball and make his own plays contradicts the free-flowing spirit of the triangle offense. The Bulls were an all-time great dynasty for a reason. Every person played their role to a T, and the cohesiveness that resulted was otherworldly. LeBron would disrupt that strictly because of his transcendent abilities. Number 4, Bill Belichick is more valuable to the Patriots than Tom Brady is to the Buccaneers. This comes down to 2 simple facts. The Bucs went 7-9 last year with the quarterback that no team decided to take on as a starter this year. Look at it that way, and they went 7-9 with the backup quarterback, Jameis Winston that is. 7 out of 9 of those games they lost by only 1 score. including 2 overtime games and 3 games that were decided by 4 points or less. In other words, they weren't far from being very good. Now add Gronk and arguably the best offensive lineman in the draft to their disposal, and this team is pretty damn good. Stacking on 3 to 5 more wins this year isn't crazy, no matter if it's Tom Brady back there or Kirk Cousins. Most people agree that most quarterbacks are an upgrade over Winston. With Belichick, on the other hand, we've seen what he's done without Tom Brady at quarterback. 11-5 with Matt Castle in 2008. That's the same quarterback who stepped in for the Cowboys in 2015 and won 1 game. The same team that went 12-4 the year before with Romo. The X factor in Matt Castle's success? Bill Belichick. His value is undeniable. Number 5. If the Pats sign Cam Newton, they're a lock for the playoffs. It's only right hopping from the last take to this one. Yeah, you heard me right. I said it's a guarantee they make the playoffs. The Patriots appear to be front runners to sign Cam Newton. The former Carolina quarterback has questions about his health, a large part of the reason he remains unsigned to this day. Here's the thing though, the Patriots have been clear on the optimism they have for Jarrett Stidham. I'm not questioning that, but bring on Cam Newton, a quarterback with experience that can still perform at a high level, and you got a hell of an insurance policy that can continue to recover if he does in fact need more time. If he happens to be ready, look, I know you like Stidham, but Cam is a bona fide starter in this league. He's played under bright lights and pressure. Replacing Tom is going to be a smooth transition, and frankly, an upgrade. I'm optimistic about Stidham, solely because Belichick is, and I know the eye he has for talent. But if Cam turns out to be healthy and he's a plug and play in that system from week 1, watch out. No questions asked. They'll be better than they were with Tom Brady last year.